Hello and welcome to another bonus episode of Kill James Bond. I am November Kelly. I am joined, as always, by my friends Abigail, Thorne, and Devon.
Cowabunga. God fucking damn it.
And here I thought this was going to be a nice, restrained episode because, you know, I made us do a sort of like French art film that makes you feel bad. And no, turns out it's cars. It's all cars.
Beep, beep, listeners.
Beep, beep, like Charlie XCX.
Well, it made me feel bad for sure, but it also made me like lean really far back from the screen and cover my eyes and sort of grit my teeth a lot.
Incredible film. I mean, listeners, let's lay the cards out up front. If you haven't seen Titane, go see Titane. Like, it is a difficult watch
tough
in places, but as a movie, like as a work of art, incredible.
I'm so glad you liked it. The thing is, sometimes I go into an episode having a pretty clear idea of sort of what my narrative is going to be. This one, I don't know. It's a movie that I don't necessarily quite have a settled opinion on exactly, but it is an uncomfortable watch, I will say that.
I'll tell you one thing we can be certain of is that every movie is either about 9/11 or being transgender, and this movie, It's not about 9/11. The director is incorrect. The director maintains this is about 9/11. It's not. She doesn't maintain that it's actually about 9/11. She just maintains.
She said that.
She maintains very explicitly that it's not about being transgender, and the director is incorrect that it is about being transgender.
Yes.
Specifically, it's about being a trans man.
Yes.
Which is not something we've ever done really before.
Not really, no.
Sort of transgender movie hour.
Something that I
series.
think the three of us are, fully qualified
so
to talk about. There was no need for us to
100%.
bring anyone else in on this.
Yeah.
I fail to
Dev,
see how anyone
as many
could
of the
have...
fans suspect, Dev, you're a trans man, right?
That's absolutely correct. I will never
canon.
reveal what my gender assigned at birth was.
Yeah.
They didn't get round to it. I was dying. I was choking to death.
Oh.
But so this is Julia
dying at
Ducournau's I think second movie after Raw.
Yeah,
I'm getting a lot of Raw vibes from this.
Yeah, because on account of it was made by the same woman is why. And I'm sure we'll do Raw and we'll do Alpha at some point in the future. But so this is sort of my bonus pick because I think it is really in like we're talking about cars in a way that I think really picks up on some themes of sort of like yearning and like imperfect communication and embodiedness that we've done before.
Yeah.
And so I think there's a really fruitful opportunity there.
I think this movie makes an incredible follow-up piece to the Fast and Furious franchise, which So, and I mean this absolutely seriously. We've watched a lot of movies where women's bodies are compared to cars. And this movie also does that, but in a very different way and very deliberately and very well. It's really good.
I have a little
sort of
fact about this that will just really sort of land that. But so we begin with engine parts and leaking metal and sort of very physical, very kind of this feeling of like a living metal, of like something that is engineered but is also kind of like animalistic and feral, right?
We also get, because it's a French film, listeners, we start with a bunch of like loads and loads of logos from EU film studios.
Oh, yeah.
The European Union contributed about 9 trillion to this. Also, one of the one of the logos that we see at the start of the production companies just says CNC, which
Also the Belgian federal tax shelter, which it's crazy that it's called that. You need to call it a fund. You can't call it a tax shelter.
Can't call it a tax shelter, man.
That's where you take shelter from taxes.
These metal parts are part of a moving car, a family car, and it's and instead of engine noise coming in, we get a child sort of like imitating it, like doing the noise, while they are in the back of the car, driven by their dad.
Yes, interesting that you use the pronouns they.
Yes.
I was also questioning what pronouns to use for this character. I guess at this point in the story, the character's name is Alexia and is a little girl.
Let's go with girl. Let's do it.
The movie presents it that way, yeah.
The script uses she, her throughout, and uses the name Alexia throughout.
Incorrectly.
However, Julia Ducournau has said that the kind of like the gender ambiguity, particularly with the like child actor, is fully intentional, right? And you're not supposed to be able to tell without doubting, oh, this is a small boy, a small girl, right? But notably, one thing that this kid has, besides a kind of, undetermined gender, is horrible vibes. Just what if your kid was
fucking vibes?
What if your kid was annoying? Can you imagine that?
What if your kid was like annoying and maybe a little bit evil? Hard to tell. Like very sullen, very glary, doing the Kubrick stare in the first frame that we see her in the movie. Just, you don't want to start from there.
Yeah, and like willfully disobedient too. We see her like as the car's barreling down the motorway, we see her take off her seatbelt and she's like kicking the seat of her dad in the front, annoying him. She takes off her seatbelt and starts climbing around. And he turns around in the car and tells her, "Put your fucking seatbelt back on." And this causes him to swerve and crash.
Yeah, and it's a horrible kind of sickly feeling crash. We just
such a good fucking crash
from the outside of this like normie sort of family car, just like sliding sideways into a concrete barrier, and this like kind of bloodied dent appearing on the back window where the kid is.
It's really good because it hits this like concrete bollard, and the smashing of the brake light sends this shatter of red out that isn't blood, but it's evocative of it.
I think it's also worth noting before we move on that Alexia's sort of like misbehavior as a kid, right? Part of the reason why we're talking about her having horrible vibes is because it's not just it's not playful, it's spiteful. It's specifically like your kid is being a little shit, right? And is like kicking the back of your seat on purpose to fuck with you, kind of thing.
Yes.
But so we then go to surgery body horror, one of the first of about 8 billion different kinds of body horror in this movie.
So yeah, it's easing you in, if you can believe it, listeners.
Yeah. Started on the shallow end by putting a metal plate into her head.
Yeah, fixing this
just seeing
big titanium plate and like screwing it down into the skull. And then after the surgery, we see Alexia now with her head shaved as well, so even less gendered, wearing this sort of, I'm not even sure what you would call it, like an orthopedic kind of like neck head brace.
Yeah, like apparatus. Yeah.
Apparently consciously designed to evoke a crown of thorns here, which it does.
Oh, interesting.
It does, yeah, true.
So the doctors tell her dad, she's gonna be fine, but like because the titanium plate, it's like fixed in very solidly. It's made of titanium. It's en titane French for titanium. Just be aware of like sudden impacts and maybe like emotional or verbal changes.
Brain damage.
Yeah. I'm pretty certain it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Should be fine.
She crashed into that river where Jason Momoa was gay, but we're pretty sure we got her out in time.
the river that makes you evil if you're fished out soon enough and gay if you're not.
He was already evil, I guess. Yeah,
I guess so. Well, he passed through the evil threshold and then stayed down there long enough that he also became gay.
It's
additive. It's not like two different things. As you become evil, and if you leave it, you're also gay evil.
Yeah, which is like a worse kind of evil. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. More primal.
And we see when she gets out of the hospital that she doesn't resent the car for its crimes against her. In fact, she loves the car. She pets the car and kisses it.
It's very sweet.
Which, like, I'd have gone a different car, but like, okay.
Average American child.
Yeah. Mad Max warboy ass. Yeah.
She loves the car. The car is family, like it's
about family.
It is.
That's
sweet.
her dad's iconic fucking Vauxhall whatever.
Yeah. So then we smash cut forward to Alexia as a like older woman. By older I mean 20s.
Let's say older woman.
She's une 10 sur 10 vraiment.
Yeah.
Et t'es notre 10 smoke show buddy.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. She's like 10 euro fucking show to smoke. I don't know. She's really hot.
She's on her way to work though at the Fast and Furious meat market.
Yes, she is. Yeah, that's where she works. Yeah.
Because this scene,
oh my God.
This scene, and again, this is one of the things where the author is not dead when she agrees with me. Julia Ducournau was like, this is directly based on the meat market shots in Fast and Furious, right? Because those shots have this kind of equalizing function of women and cars are objects that you can desire and that are sort of laid out for you, and you want to fuck the car and you want to fuck the woman and you want to own the woman and you want to own the car, right? So she's
at this kind of like car showroom. I believe the old-fashioned term for the women doing this job was booth babes. I don't know
I think so,
what the current terminology is, but that is her job. She is like dancing super sexy on the bonnet of a Cadillac as like various dudes with atrocious vibes in cargo shorts watch. And they're like, it's a car showroom.
There's a bunch of different women doing this on different cars. And one of the guys tries to like touch one of them and security sort of hustle him away. And the bouncer says, hands off. Touch with your eyes, right? And that's sort of like you're accidentally profound bouncer, right? We're indicting the audience here. It's like, this is what you're doing with a kind of a male gaze. This is what you're doing when you make a movie this way.
The bouncer's throwing me out, but he's also like slipping a copy of Bell Hooks into my coat as he throws me out. Like he's the woke bouncer giving you a reading list.
Yeah, but no, I think it sort of like indicts the viewer as she then does this like erotic dance on the hood of the Cadillac.
Yeah, and everyone's going wild as well.
Yeah. They're asking her for autographs. They're asking her for selfies. Like she's very popular.
Yeah,
and afterwards
autographs. No, get that.
We see that as one of them snaps the selfie, she smiles just long enough to get the photo. Is immediately like, okay, work face off. Back to like
love
the Kubrick stare.
Really love that.
Still evil vibes. Les vibes cauchemardesque.
The vibes are very evil.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate, I really like leaving the shot just long enough for us to see her just like go completely dead-faced, like getting off the Zoom call. And she's like,
I want to shout out people who are evil because they, fell in that river or whatever, but work in a customer service industry. I think that because that's so much more emotional labor to have to pretend that you're not evil. And so whenever you get back home and you get to do the like, or you shut off the Zoom call and you get to do the sort of Sims like take evil shower thing or whatever, that must be so good.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking showers,
yes, she goes to take a shower in the sort of locker room, and one of her co-workers, a woman called Justine, introduces herself in a kind of like hitting on her way.
Yeah.
And is completely no soul. Just Kubrick stare. Until, yeah, because evil, right? It's like I'm trying to take my fucking evil shower. But she drops the soap.
Trying to dissociate, man.
And Alexia drops the soap, and her hair gets caught in Justine's nipple piercing, right?
I mean, this is if you've ever had a nipple piercing get caught on something, it's not fun. It's really not fun.
This is the part of the total commitment to body horror, but it's also like it's very funny, I think, to have this kind of very literal entanglement. And we see that Alexia's kind of fascinated by this nipple piercing. She asks her, like, do you beep at security?
Yeah,
it's fun. And she's taken like way too long to disentangle herself as well. And like they're both enjoying it a little bit. And then someone comes in to try to catch them, and she like pulls away really fast. And you don't see it this time. You don't see it.
No, rather inconsiderately just yanks it out.
When she like yanks it, it's like it's a little bit sadistic on her part, kind of deliberately. And that's interesting as well. But so she leaves work and she's trying to fucking evil walk to her evil car. But unfortunately,
across the evil parking lot that's kind of like dark, and then the car's on its own in the distance.
Well, unfortunately, you as a sort of like person, you as a subject, you might be evil, but like there's a greater evil, which is like patriarchy, right? So
Abby 10,000 decibel men,
yes.
like immediately men arrive.
We can pull the drop from our next episode, Blues Brothers, which is just a guy saying into a megaphone, "White men."
These are like the men who turn up at Dyke Day and harass my friends. Just like,
just this guy like literally jogging after her down the parking lot. He's like, it's very much approaching the tweet that's like, "You're beautiful without makeup," rattling door handle.
It is.
It's
genuinely is. Yeah.
He starts, like, she sees him coming after her and starts running. He starts running too. She gets to the car and then he goes like, "I just want an autograph." And it's like, say that earlier on, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't sprint after women in dark parking lots.
But also, he doesn't just want an autograph. He is lying because he
lies.
Because she made it to the car.
He is trying to like bargain her up from to an autograph to can I get you
on a date?
Yeah, do you want to go on a date? And eventually he hits her with, I think I'm in love with you.
And then she kills him. It's crazy. But if you want to hear about this, you're gonna have to go to our Patreon, and that's patreon.com/killjamesbond, all one word. Sign up today for as little as £5 a month. We have nearly 5.5 years of backlog to get into. That is hundreds of episodes, and they're all stone cold bangers. Check them out. Take a look at our collections for an easy way into the backlog.